Welcome back. You're tuned into Market Fatafat, and we will continue to tell you all the stocks that are buzzing away in trade. And for that, we are joined with Nirav Chheda of Nirmal Bang Securities on the technical side. Nirav, welcome to Market Fatafat. Tell us, what have you picked out for us today?
So the first one that looks really good is Bank of Baroda. So banking is now catching up, quite brilliantly after a fall. And Bank of Baroda, most importantly, after 2017, this is the first time the stock has crossed about the 225 odd levels. And you're seeing, good run up post that, good volumes as well. So I believe this stock will hold its momentum. It can come up towards the 295 300 level. So that will be your target in the near term. You can look to buy the stock at current level with a stop loss of around 268.
Alright, let's move on and let's get back to the fundamentals, and let's talk about not one, not two, but three stocks at the same time, and they are BEL, BHEL, BEML, BEL and Mishra Dhatu. Now, Ministry of Defence has signed an MOU for indigenous developments with all of these three companies. So it's a tripartite memorandum of understanding coming in, and this is for the indigenous development of advanced fueling and control system for engines for heavy duty applications. Now this collaborative initiative will focus on leveraging indigenous capabilities to design, test and manufacture an advanced fueling and control system that offers enhanced efficiency, performance and reliability, the ministry said in a press release. So on the back of this MOU that the Ministry of Defence has gone ahead and signed with all three companies, BEML up 1.7%, Mishra Dhatu also doing pretty well, up 3.5%, and Bharat Electronics flat at the moment but in the green nonetheless.
Alright, Nirav, coming to you yet again. Tell us, what have you picked out for us?
Yeah. So another banking name. So banking had been a laggard for quite some time, and now it is catching up. So Karnataka Bank is one such stock which had witnessed a 15-yearly breakout. I was very positive on it. It went to 280. It has come down to very reasonable levels again of 220, 225, or retested it, and reversal is in place today. I believe this stock for today has crossed above 50-day moving average, which was always a resistance, and now it can move up towards that 285 to 90 levels again. So look to buy this stock from a near-term perspective. 242 will be your stop loss for longs.
Alright, moving on to another counter that is in focus today is IRCTC. Now, IRCTC has forged a partnership with Swiggy to elevate the dining experience for train travellers. Now, we were hearing a news of that, but an official MOU between the two entities is scheduled to be signed, solidifying their collaborative efforts. Now, as a result of this collaboration, the rail passengers will gain convenience of ordering food online through Swiggy's platform, seamlessly integrated into IRCTC's e-catering service. Now, initially, this enhanced food delivery service will be made available to 10 major railway stations, providing travellers with a diverse and curated selection of culinary options. But the strategic integration of Swiggy into the e-catering platform showcases IRCTC's commitment to embracing technological advancing and forging impactful partnerships to offering passengers a modern and convenient dining experience during their train journeys. And on the back of that, IRCTC is in focus today. Currently, it is trading absolutely flat, but the stock is in focus on the back of this MOU.
Alright, with that, let's bring you a breaking that we are getting right now. And Japan's Sumitomo Wiring Systems is looking to sell its stake in Samvardhana Motherson soon via a block deal, and the stake sale will be worth 4,500 crore rupees. For this, we are being joined by my colleague Sumit Chaturvedi. Sumit, take us through the fine print of this deal.
So, Sumitomo Wiring System from Japan is planning a stake sale in Samvardhana Motherson. It will happen via a block deal. Sources are telling us that the news can come by as early as tomorrow. It will be worth 4,500 crore rupees. So, as per current market prices, the stake sale will be around between 6 to 7%. Well, the news is coming just a year after the same deal happened, but with a 3.4% stake when Japan's Sumitomo Wiring Systems, along with subsidiaries, sold 3.4% stake in Samvardhana Motherson International in last March. So far, company has not commented anything on that, but that's the news we are gathering from our sources that this is happening and the deal could be announced as early as tomorrow, and the block deal could be worth 4,500 crore rupees.
Alright, Sumit, Thank you so much for joining us today. If we can look at how the stock is faring right now, if you can pull up the chart for Samvardhana Motherson, I think it is right now it is trading with an uptick of almost 3% right now, but we will see the impact coming on the stock as well. But moving on to Nirav. Nirav, coming to you again, tell us what have you picked out for us?
Yeah, another one, again from the PSU space is Engineers India. This is one of the few stocks again, which had gone down and has seen a very good reversal. It has taken support from the 50-day moving average, which is a very important support level for this particular stock. And today a breakout has come in. I believe this stock has the legs to move up towards that 265 to 70 odd band, probably even higher. So look to buy the stock from a near-term perspective for that target of around 265 to 70. The stop loss for the same would be around 235.
Your view on that stock. Shesha, let me come to you, and the stock you have picked out for our viewers today is Kalpataru. So tell us what's happening over here. I believe the stock is a buzz on the back of an order win.
The stock is in focus on the back of an order win. The company informed the exchanges that they've received letter of intent from Aramco, which is a Saudi Arabia-based company, for carrying out EPC work for 3 packages of third expansion phase of MGS, or the Master Gas Plant in Saudi Arabia. The company also says that the EPC scope covers laying of about 800 kilometers of lateral gas pipeline. Apart from this, the exact contract value of the 3 packages will be determined only after the contract has been fully executed. So on account of this order win that has come through, the stock is in focus. It is off the highest point, but despite that, 0.5% higher in trade as we speak.
All right, on the technical front then, Nirav, tell us what has your chart penciled in and what is your chart picked out for us?
Yeah, so another one of the counters is SAIL. So metals as a whole has underperformed in the last couple of years, and now they are finally picking up pace. And there is a price volume breakout in this particular stock. I believe this stock can be one of the stocks for the next couple of months at least. One can look to buy the stock at current levels. It can move up towards that 170, 180 odd band, probably even higher. So look to buy the stock at current levels with a stop loss of around 130, and 170, 180 can come in soon. And probably if you hold on for 6 odd months, I believe this stock can move above the 200 band.
Let's move on and let's get back to the fundamentals. Gaurav, I'm going to come to you, and you've picked out Muthoot Finance today. Tell us why this has made it to your list.
Yes, so Muthoot Finance is definitely making in my list because we know that there are restrictions from RBI on IIFL's gold loan, and on back of this now Investec has upgraded the rating for Muthoot Finance to buy rating and also increase the target price to 1,550 rupees per share. They believe that Muthoot is one of the largest and most efficient gold player in the NBFC space, and if you look at the restrictions which are placed on IIFL, Muthoot is going to be a player who is going to be a biggest beneficial from this move, and they also believe that they are going to gain the market share on the account of restriction of this IIFL Finance. Now, if you look at the stock price also, the stock has reacted positively. The stock was up almost 10% in the morning trade, but it has now consolidated. But even if you consider that, the stock is still up 4%. So that is definitely showing a positive cue from the investors that the Muthoot Microfinance is definitely going to be one of the stocks in focus from here on as well.
All right, that's Muthoot Finance for you. But Nirav, coming to you then, tell us what have you picked out for us?
Yes, so continuing with the metals pack, I really like Tata Steel again. Tata Steel is now at all-time highs. 2-yearly breakout has come in, and a flat kind of a formation on the quarterly chart. That breakout has come in. So that's a super lineup for this particular stock. I believe this stock, even though it is down today, it can move up quite significantly. One can look to buy the stock at current levels. It's at a very good level at this point of time. 140 is your stop loss, and 175, 180 is what you're looking at as your target.
That's the view coming in from Tata Steel. A buy call coming in from Nirav. But viewers, we'll slip into a short break. But before that, here's a programming note. ET Now and ET Now Swadesh, in line with helping Indians rise with India, have partnered with Sundaram Mutual to launch Nivesh Day, which is a groundbreaking campaign to help viewers build their personal finance portfolios through regular and disciplined investing. Now, Nivesh Day is being celebrated on the 5th of every month, so join ET Now Swadesh and Sundaram Mutual to learn how you can build your financial future with an SIP in mutual funds. Well, hello there, welcome back, and thanks so much for staying tuned to Market Fatafat. You're watching ET Now. Let's keep it going with all the stocks that are buzzing in today's trading session. And the next one that I want to flag off for you is Macro Tech Developers, which is popularly known as Lodano. We have some update coming in on the QIP front. The board meeting will be held on the 7th of March to mull fundraising, authorizing the opening of the QIP. The company launched a QIP worth 3,300 crore. Floor price for this QIP has been set at 1,129.48 rupees per share. Now, the QIP funds will be used for debt repayment, land development and acquisition as well. So that's the update coming in on Macrotech Developers. Stock up 1.2% in the green as we speak.
Well, then coming to you, Nirav, again. Tell us, what have you picked out for us again?
So from the IT pack, I am seeing some of the IT names which are coming down, but this is one of the few stocks which has witnessed a rounding formation breakout. It has retested the breakout and it is now ready to move up higher, quite higher from current levels. So look to buy this stock at current levels. You can keep a stop loss of around 520 for your longs. This stock can come up above that 650, 670 odd levels. So it's a huge jump from current levels. Look to add this stock in your portfolio.
Alright, Nirav, let's move on. And Ashesha, Strides Pharma, you've picked that out for our viewers. Tell us what's buzzing over here. What's the news flow?
Well, yes, it is on the back of US FDA inspection. The stock, in fact, was up nearly 4% at one point in time. The stock has cooled off, but still sitting with gains of nearly 2.5 to 3%. The company informed the exchanges that the company has received US FDA approval for a drug. The product is bioequivalent and therapeutically equivalent to a reference drug of Viatris specialty. As far as the market size is concerned, the company said that these tablets have a market size of nearly 140 million US dollars, and these drugs will be manufactured at company's facility in Puducherry. So on the back of this US FDA approval that has come through, the stock spiked in trade, has cooled off 2.7% higher in trade as we speak.
All right, Strides Pharma up and away at more than 2.5% in trade, but that's in the back of news flow. But Nirav, what have you picked out for us on the technical front?
Rico Auto. See, this stock has witnessed a 10-yearly breakout above 110 odd levels, and in fact it's a 15-yearly breakout. So I believe this stock is now headed higher. This stock can pick up pace quite literally, and volumes have been terrific as well, as the breakout has come in place. So look to buy this stock at current levels, and on dips 120 will be a good stop loss, and on the upside I am looking at least 155, 160, probably even higher, but near term 155, 160 can come in very soon.
All right, moving on to the other counter that's in focus today, that's AU Small Finance Bank. Now, the Reserve Bank of India has approved the proposed merger of Fincare Small Finance Bank Limited with AU Small Finance Bank a little over 4 months after it was first announced. Now, all branches of Fincare Small Finance Bank will function as branches of AU Small Finance Bank, and that will be with effect from 1st of April. Now, under the merger agreement, the shareholders of Fincare Small Finance Bank will get 579 equity shares of AU Small Finance Bank for every 2,000 fully paid up equity shares they own. On the back of this, AU Small Finance Bank is in focus today. In fact, it's knocked down in trade more than 1% right now, trading towards the day's lowest point.
All right, with that, let's talk about the next stock. But before we go to that stock, I'd like to mark the move that we've seen in Westlife Food right now. On the back of this news flow that has just come, they've just given a clarification on the exchanges saying that they use 100% real cheese in their food, and that claim has now been certified by the FSSAI as well. That stock was lower 1.5% just a few minutes ago, but on the back of this news flow, you can see a sharp uptick coming over their stock, up almost 3% on the back of this positive news flow coming in. But with that, let's move on and let's take a look at the technicals then. And Nira, what has made it to your charts? What are you spotting for us? What's your next pick?
Yeah, so heritage food, that's my next pick. See, looking at the overall chart of this stock, it's a terrific chart with volumes happening as the breakout has come in. It's again a rounding formation or a cup and handle formation breakout, whatever you call it. But at this point of time, very important level was about 300, which has been broken, and now this stock can move up towards its all-time highs, which is 450, or so 100% retracement is quite possible. So one can look to add this stock at current levels. You can keep a little a slightly higher view, a longer view for this stock, at least a couple of months. Continue to hold this stock with that 2 monthly view for the target of around 450 odd. I believe the stop loss for the same would come in around 310. This stock should do well going ahead.
Alright, coming to you, Gaurav. Adani Green Energy, this is what you have picked out for us. It is right now towards the day's lowest point. I mean, it has cooled off those gains, but what is powering this trade?
Green, why this is buzzing is that if you look at the company has now commenced the operations of 449 megawatt solar project in its one of the facilities, which is in Khandwa, Gujarat. So what has happened is now with this capacity, the total capacity has now reached to 1000 megawatt for Adani Green Energy in terms of solar projects. And if you also look at the total operations of the renewable generations, the company has now reached the capacity of 9478 megawatt of the total capacity, and the company is also moving towards the journey to reach 45 gigawatt of the capacity by 2030. And on back of this, if you look at the stock price, the stock reacted positively in the morning trade. Even now the stock is pulling back a little, but this is going to be a very positive news for the company, because this is one of the major players when it comes to the solar power and when it comes to the renewable energy. So that is why Adani Adani Renewable Green Energy is definitely going to be in focus.
Alright, Gaurav, thanks for that. But viewers, that was the last stock that we wanted to flag off for you on this edition of Market Fatafat. Thanks a lot, Ashesha, Gaurav, Nirav, as well as Osho, who joined us earlier. Thanks for taking the time and joining us out today.